Data chart types and visualization. In the earlier module on Excel, you learned about various charts and how in our data-driven world, where information is abundant and complex, charts serve as the translators that bridge the gap between raw data and human comprehension. They transform numbers, facts, and figures into meaningful insights, patterns, and stories. Each type of chart serves a distinct purpose, allowing you to match the right visualization to your data and your objectives. Since you are already familiar with the different data chart types, ask yourself what type of chart you will use for each data type and how the chart you choose can help you unlock the stories hidden within your data. Data comes in various types, and the choice of charts and visualizations depends on the nature of the data. Let's explore the types of charts and visualizations that best suit each data type. For nominal data, the best suited charts are bar charts and pie charts. Nominal data consists of categories or labels with no inherent order. Bar charts and pie charts effectively represent the frequencies or proportions of different categories, making them ideal for visualizing nominal data. Suitable charts for ordinal data are bar charts and column charts. Ordinal data involves ordered categories without precise numerical values. Bar charts and column charts can display the relative rankings and frequencies of each category in a logical order. The most appropriate charts for interval data are histograms and line charts. Interval data has equal intervals between values, allowing for meaningful arithmetic operations. Histograms show the distribution of data within intervals, while line charts can demonstrate trends and changes over time. For ratio data, the most appropriate charts are scatter plots and box plots. Ratio data possesses all the characteristics of interval data and has a true zero point, enabling meaningful ratios. Scatter plots visualize relationships between two continuous variables, while box plots summarize the spread and central tendencies of the data. The choice of visualization method depends on the data type and the specific insights you want to convey. Selecting the appropriate chart type ensures that the data is represented accurately and helps the audience understand the patterns and relationships in the data more effectively. By matching the appropriate chart types with the corresponding data types, you can effectively convey the stories hidden within the data. Understanding the nature of data and choosing the right visualizations empower us to present data-driven insights clearly and persuasively. Always consider the story your data is trying to convey, your audience, the size of your data, and the relationship between different data elements when choosing the most appropriate chart type. Remember that these guidelines are general recommendations, and there can be exceptions depending on the specific context and nature of your data. Going back to the sleep habits survey, let's look at this next task to analyze the data type and identify the type of chart for the best visualization of the data on sleep quality. Answer these questions before moving ahead. What type of data is sleep quality? What type of chart is suitable? Sleep quality in the context of the sleep habits survey is an example of nominal data. Nominal data consists of categories or labels with no inherent order. In this survey, sleep quality is categorized into different levels, such as good, fair, and poor. These categories do not have any numerical values associated with them, and there is no natural order among them. For nominal data, we can use charts like bar charts or pie charts to visualize the frequencies or proportions of each category. In the case of the data on sleep quality, a bar chart can display the number of participants in each category. For example, how many participants reported good, fair, or poor sleep quality. A pie chart could also show the proportion of participants in each sleep quality category. From your analysis of the sleep quality data, you have seen that the bar chart is an appropriate chart for presenting information about the number of participants in each category. To present this data from the sleep habits survey using a bar chart. The first step is to create a pivot table to summarize the data. In Excel, to begin, you need to select the sleep quality data. Then, select Insert on the ribbon. Select Pivot Table. You will then see the Create Pivot Table window, wherein the sleep quality range is already selected. You can create the pivot table in the same worksheet or a new worksheet. You can then give a cell reference to create the pivot table in the same sheet and select OK. You will now see the pivot table fields pane. Select Sleep Quality tick box and within the Sleep Quality drop-down list, select Add to Values. The pivot table is now created. The second step is to create a bar chart based on the data in the pivot table. You can do this in Excel by selecting the Insert tab on the ribbon. Then, select the clustered bar within the chart section. A bar chart is created. You can change the name of the bar chart. Double-click the title, Total. Then in the Chart dialog box, within the Format section, change the chart title from Total to Sleep Quality. We now have a bar chart for the sleep quality data. Let's look at this next task to analyze the data type and identify the type of chart for the best visualization of the data on sleep hours in the sleep habits survey data. Answer these questions before moving ahead. What type of data is sleep hours? What type of chart is suitable? In the sleep habits survey, the data collected for sleep hours is an example of ratio data. Ratio data possesses all the characteristics of interval data. But it also includes a true zero point, which represents an absence of the measured quantity. A histogram is best suited to visualize the distribution of a single continuous variable. It helps to understand the frequency of data within different intervals. Therefore, a histogram can be used to present the data on sleep hours. Sleep hours in the sleep habits survey is a single variable of ratio data, and a histogram is the most appropriate chart to depict this data. You want to present the sleep hours data from the sleep habits survey using a histogram. The first step is to create a histogram. To begin, you need to select the sleep hours data. Then, select Insert on the ribbon. Select the Insert Chart arrow. Under Other, select Histogram. The second step is to add a chart title to describe the histogram. Right-click the chart and select the Format option. Then select Chart Title and within the Chart Title section, enter a relevant title like Sleep Hours Distribution. The third step is to add a meaningful title for the horizontal axis, X-axis. Within the Chart dialog box, go to the Horizontal Axis section. Enable the Axis Title button. You can now enter a relevant title like Sleep Hours. The fourth step is to add a meaningful title to the vertical axis, Y-axis, by further scrolling down to Vertical Axis in the Chart dialog box. You need to enable the Axis Title button and then enter the relevant title Count. You can format the histogram as desired to make it visually appealing by scrolling to the Series Sleep Hours section. You can change the colors, font, and other chart elements to improve its presentation. Your histogram for sleep hours data is now complete. The chart visually displays the distribution of sleep hours across the participants, helping you identify patterns and trends in the data. You now know about the different data chart types and how they can be used appropriately to enhance the presentation of your data.